What's up guys, Rajat from VFX World. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another amazing After Effects compositing tutorial. And in this video, I'll talk about how you can control with open EXR files inside of After Effects for multipass compositing. And also I'll talk about this amazing video. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. So guys, this video is completely sponsored by ActionVFX, and talking about ActionVFX, today the asset which I will be using, that is also provided by ActionVFX. Now if you go to their site, you will find there are n number of bundles like collections for the asset that is actually using for commercial movies like Spider-Man Far From Home, Stranger Things and many more movies. And you will find some blood, core, particles, explosions, fire, gun effects, particle smoke, sound effects and many more. Now the most important thing is ActionVFX will be launching their very own Black Friday sale for this year, and the sale will be starting on November 26th, 8 PM EST time zone, and the entire VFX library will be available on 55% discount for first 24 hours, and after 24 hours the library sale will be available on 50% flat discount on December 4th till 12 PM. So what you guys are waiting for? Check out all the links in the description box below, and if you have any query you can contact to me, and also check out ActionVFX website. And now let's jump into the tutorial. So guys, right now we are in After Effects version 2020, and I have downloaded from ActionVFX side an OpenEXR file which is this blast, and you can find this whenever you will download, or you can purchase that. Now as you all know, in OpenEXR file we have the multiple passes, and now today I'll show you how you can control all those passes inside of After Effects. So now we have this amazing OpenEXR file. So I have already imported this amazing photo here. It's just a snap. So just import our OpenEXR here, simply drag and drop, and you can play this. It's very heavy, it's 4K. After that we have to just right click, pre-compose, and leave all attributes. You can rename it like EXR and then just simply press OK. Now why I'm doing this in OpenEXR, the reason is everything which I'll doing inside of this pre-composition, that will be safe without hampering my main comp. Now I'm applying from effects and presets, that is called extract, this one extractor, and just drag and drop it to here. And now you can find these many layers like open passes here. You will be find these passes inside of this amazing effect like motion vector, volume normals, depth, light, fill and all. If you want to check that all, see, this is like motion vectors, this is like volume normal, this is like depth, and this is like fires and all. And now if you notice, the color profile has been changed. So for that, what you have to do, just select, and I'm importing color space P for profile, then just drag and drop into here. Now you are making it to linear. Now it's become a normal color profile, has been changed, and now we're taking a shift channel to make our alpha to be always precise. Just drag and drop. Now in this way your alpha will be the precise alpha. There will be no issues whenever you will change the blending modes and all. So from alpha you have just change it to full on. That's it. And now unprimed this. Now after that, just Control D for duplicate, renaming like to matte, and then just leave it here. Select this and delete all the effects from here, and from normal modes change it to stencil alpha. That's it. Now go back to your main comp. You can see this is your blast. Now here just lock this composition and you can go back to your EXR. It will be here still. This is the process where you can exactly working on your EXR, and simultaneously you will see your main comp. Now our basic idea is to match the lights with this image. If you notice, the image light is little bit of blue and also a little bit of green, but the blast is not there. So you have to match the color profiles by using those multipass compositing technique. So change the position to something here. I just make it to randomly. You can take your own time and click on this EXR. Now select this one and Control D for duplicate. Now here from the layers I am changing it to, let's take around fire mask. Select this, and if you select this one, this is only the fire mask. There will be nothing else in this matte details. Now turn this on, and I'm taking a right click, new adjustment layer, and make it down here. Now we have to rename this to fire masks. Control A, Control C, and same right click, rename, and Control V, fire mask for the adjustment layer as well. Now select this none to Luma matte. Just click like this. Now inside of this adjustment layer, select this. I'm taking like curves, and just drag and drop into here. Now this is like a fire mask where the fire is only available here. If you notice, the fire is very high dense colors, so if you just decrease the color, you can exactly see the fire color will be decreased. See, if I turn this off and on, you can exactly see the changes. Now let's decrease the red value a little bit down, and I'm just increasing the blue value a little bit up, something like that. Now let's see the changes. This is the changes are exactly happening here. Now in this case, I'm just duplicate the fire mask again and change it to, let's take around the main light or depth or anything. If you want to change, let's change the smoke mask. So click the smoke mask here and the rename, just turn this on, select this solo layer. So this is the smoke mask, there is nothing else, only the smoke layer is visible here. Select this, right click, rename, and name it like smoke and then mask, like this. Control A, Control C, right click, new adjustment layer, and then just drag and drop into here, right click, rename, Control V. That's it. Now from none, make it to Luma matte. Same process, I just repeated it. Now if you move to forward, you can find the exact smokes here, something like that. This is the massive dense smoke here. From here, let's change it to like Lumetri colors and select, drag and drop. Now we are changing the smoke colors to match with this kind of blue kind of thing. Now go to this color wheels, and where you can exactly see like mid-tone shadows and highlights. So let's change the shadow color to a little bit of blue. Now you can see the smoke colors is getting changed. Now it's very high, so make it a little smaller, something like that. And also this one should be here. Now let's see the changes is something really amazing. Now the color profile is start matching with the environment, something like that. Now if you want to change the fire color, you can exactly do, just go here, select like hue and saturations, drag and drop into here and simply change it, it will be changed. So this is the main process. Now if you notice, we have also a main fill light, so just select this one, Control D, and make it to the top, and from here you will find the fill light node. Just click this fill light. Now if you make it solo, this is a fill light, this is completely light setup is here. Just turn this on and let's rename it to like fill light, something like that, and the blending mode should be normal to screen. Yes, that's it. Now just make it, turn it off and on, then you can find out how exactly it is looking. So this is the fill light off and this is on. Okay, so now let's make the transparency to, let's take around 25%, and I'm changing the color a little bit. So I'm taking again Lumetri colors, drag and drop into the fill light layer. Now go to this color wheels, and I'm just change the mid-tone colors to a little bit of higher, something like that, and also the highlight color a little bit of blue, and also the shadows a little bit of blue again. Now see, the color profiles are getting changed. Let's turn off and turn it on. See, the changes colors is exactly visible. Nice, right? So in this way you can use multiple passes and you can match with your own image. So in this way you can exactly do your multipass compositing by your own way, how to match your main source of footage with your CG compositing stuff. Now let's jump on that video project which I have shown you in the starting of the video. So let's jump on that project. So in this comp, the assets which I'm using, that is also provided from ActionVFX, and this is super realistic, and that is also available on 4K as I told you, but this time I'm using the just a MP4 format of 2K. So let me show you what I exactly did on that video. So first of all, as you all know, this is a very good of camera movement, so I just did a basic 3D camera track. So let me show you about that, how the exactly work process was done. So this is the main camera 3D track, and this is the main BG. Just make it solo. So this is our main BG, which is looks something like that, which is only the reaction of the character is there, nothing else. And after that, I just replace the sky. See, this is my sky replacement process, and then I just added the main BG layer, like main BG for the sky replacement, and that the sky replacement was done. Now next, this dust explosion, just turn this solo so that you can see this is a dust explosion. I just masked out this entire area, and after that I have added this building as in foreground. If you notice, this area should be cut out, so I've just added the roto here, and then going to the next blast, this will be like this one. So if you notice, this is also the same process. I have rotoscoped this area to the building, and if you notice, the entire blast is just placed on back of this. Same process for this to blast as well. I've just rotoscoped this wall area, and after that make it to CC. This is the most important part. The CC should be proper, and it should be your final output, and end but not the least, the cinema scope. So that's it guys, I hope you really enjoyed this amazing sponsored video from ActionVFX, and my name is Rajat. I hope you really love these videos and other videos as well, and if you really like our videos, then don't forget to subscribe, like, comments and share, and also follow us on our social media handles like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter. All links are in the description box below. And guys, I will see you in my next video. Till then, have fun, stay healthy, keep rocking, keep watching VFX World.